Hey guys, welcome back to the Giovanni Show. Today I have on my lovely, lovely co-host, Dakota. I'm super excited to have him here joining us once again. I know you guys loved having him 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago now. It's crazy, time flies. But I'm super excited for him to join. And I also want to let you know that me and Dakota are going to be coming live from the link this weekend, and if you want to get last minute tickets to go see the Eagles at the link, go to SeatGeek.com, go get your tickets, and at the checkout, you're like, oh, these tickets are so expensive to see the Eagles. Well, I have some good news for you, my friend. Type in code Geo the Podcaster and you will get $20 off your tickets. I mean, who doesn't want $20 off their tickets? I know I do. I know Dakota does. I'm super excited. We got a great episode ahead of us. But first, I wanted to announce that me and Dakota are also going to start doing a post-game show every Sunday live on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, anything you think of, YouTube. So I'm super excited. I know Dakota's super excited. I'll give Dakota a chance to speak now about some of the things that he's excited about for this show. But I mean, I'm excited. Kick back after a good Eagles dub or a devastating loss and be able to just talk about football with my boy.
Right? Who doesn't love talking about football? I'm a big emotional tweeter. I've tried to stop that because I be getting a little bit in my feelings when I tweet during the games. I be getting mad immediately when I see the Eagles do something that doesn't make sense. So, what better way to do it than coming on here, doing a live stream with everybody, getting all the fans involved and engaging in it's a safe space. Let your takes fly. What are you feeling? Like last week, oh my gosh, we'll talk about it, I'm sure, but what a game last week that the Birds gave us.
Yeah. The Birds, I mean, they put on a show. They absolutely put on a show. I mean, I think honestly, what a lot of people seem to forget is how bad that first and second quarter were, and then going back to the locker room, getting a swift kick in the butt from their coaches, coming out and winning that game. The Birds are back on track to be a great team. And I know Connor had texted us about some stat on Twitter that said that was Jalen Hurts' most accurate game since the Super Bowl or something like that. And honestly, it shows. I mean, Jalen Hurts showed that he's still that guy. I know so many people have been critiquing him lately, but I think this team really just needed to find the chemistry again and start having fun again. And once those boys start having fun, ooh, it's good for us fans.
You know what the key word was that you texted me throughout the week after that win? Halftime adjustments. How many times last year did we come out of halftime? Our defense and offense didn't make any adjustments. Vic Fangio has these boys playing fast and angry on defense. I wasn't expecting them to look like this year. Nolan Smith, he's starting to improve. Did you see that tweet I sent earlier? Dude, he got off his block so quick. Like Burrow just caught the ball from the snap and he's already in Burrow's lap. Amazing to see. We saw that during his tape, during the combine. Like they were his spider graph, they were comparing him to Von Miller, how quick he was. It's starting to show. Quinion, Cooper DeJean, studs. Rookie studs. Quinion should honestly right now be in pole position for winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. He has been that good. He had kept Jamar in a box. Jamar only scored because Nolan Smith was covering him in coverage. Don't know how that happened, but it happened. I'm blown away by what the defense did this week. I had big hesitations about this game. I didn't feel good about it because history was kind of against us. We hadn't won in Cincy for a very long time. And in the last few years, since he's kind of had our number, we tied with them once. I mean, we've played some ugly games against the Bengals and Cincy. And I don't really have anything to really gripe about this game other than the offense. We have got to clean up the red zone penalties that keep killing our drives.
Yeah, I can't agree more. I feel like every time we just get in the red zone and it's just either awful play or it is just penalty after penalty. And, it definitely shows where Nick Sirianni is coaching. And it's something that's becoming so transparent is once they get in the red zone, it almost feels to me, and I could be completely off base, but it almost feels to me that Nick Sirianni kind of wants to take the credit for scoring. And he's like, guys, I got this. Don't worry. And then we see every single time. I mean, it is just atrocious to watch this team play in the red zone. And I think that's why Jalen Hurts goes for so many deep passes. I mean, get it all in once, then you don't have to get in the red zone and worry about having to kick a field goal or not even go for the points sometimes. So I'm super excited to see this team moving forward, but that's definitely something that they got to clean up. I can't agree with you more. I mean, this week was just such a great week for football. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was our games of the week. Oh my gosh. I know we talked about this a little bit off air, but that Commanders versus Bears game was so insane. And that Hail Mary to end it off was just. I don't like watching division rival games, but that game got me so turned up. I loved that game so much.
That was my game of the week too. I actually have a quick story. So me and my family were originally from Chicago. My dad and mom, they're Bears fans. I'll root for the Bears when they're not playing the Eagles. And when that Hail Mary happened, I told my fiance, I was like, my dad is going to be so pissed. I didn't even finish that sentence. I hear my phone, vrr, 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 dad. Put it on speaker, and I just start laughing in the phone. He all basically, long story short, he goes, "Are you kidding me? I haven't watched them in a few weeks. The first game I watched, that's how they lose." I was like, "Don't know what to tell you, pops." But the great game. I'll be honest. I have Jaden Daniels probably as the MVP right now. I know a lot of people are going to say Lamar. What Jaden Daniels has done in a few weeks to a franchise that has been a laughing stock, bottom of the barrel franchise for well over a decade, it blows my mind. Lamar's got a running back putting up historic numbers for him right now. Jaden Daniels has completely transformed that team. Dan Quinn has completely changed the culture in there, and hate it because they're in our division. But man, I got Jaden Daniels offensive rookie of the year, and MVP.
Yeah, I mean, he's just so electric and seeing that play and I mean, seeing the way that the Bears just did not show any care in the world about that play until, got batted. I mean, like they say, karma comes back for people and I mean, it was insane to watch. It was so insane and just watching the story unfold. I had seen it. Forget who the defender was that had his back turned, but I had seen a TikTok of him talking crap to fans before the game, and I was like just watching the story unfold and continue to unfold, and just looks even more embarrassing for them. But I mean, the Bears, they've changed their culture so much, like the Commanders, with Caleb Williams and just making a great team. But they got to clean up the way that they just don't care in some of these points because that Hail Mary should have been locked down. Oh my gosh, I can't believe the Commanders pulled that off. But I'm not taking anything away from the Commanders. I mean, the Bears screwed up, but the Commanders played a heck of a game. So I'm super happy for them, even though they're a division rival. As long as we can see Dallas continue to suffer, I'm all right. I'm all
That's
right.
right. I
So,
agree. Their season, I think, is so close to imploding. Like the only thing they have to look forward to is CeeDee Lamb. I mean,
yep.
what else do you have to be rooting for as a Cowboys fan other than just getting a higher draft pick? They're kind of in shambles, and it's kind of nice to see because we haven't seen that in a while. We kind of expected this to happen with all the cap situation, Jerry just spewing diarrhea out of his mouth every time he gets a microphone in front of him. So, as an Eagles fan, it's great for all my Dallas fans out there, my buddies that are Dallas fans. Hey, sorry.
Yeah, and I mean, Jerry Jones should never have a mic. I mean, how many times do you see Jeffrey Lurie have a mic? It just
Right.
it shouldn't happen. So, Jerry Jones, man, glad to see that team imploding like you said, but moving on. I mean, we're talking about two teams, the Commanders and the Bears, who have turned the culture around. Let's talk about a college football team that's turned the culture around. Indiana University has absolutely turned it around, and I've been so excited to talk about this on here since I went to the game last Saturday, and I just have so much to touch on about this team because Coach Sig has done fantastic things for this organization. Um, Obviously, so much that College Game Day showed up and they did their thing. And I, Indiana University is so random, and it is so funny because I got there Friday at probably 1 o'clock, and I was staying with my friend in his dorm. But we had seen people in their IU overalls and their IU pants and everything, going over to the stadium, and we're like, oh, they're probably just going to, do a tailgate before, you know, then they'll go home and everything. Then we start scrolling Twitter and we see everyone outside in sleeping bags playing beer pong and everything, just standing in a line at like 5 p.m. the day before. And now, mind you, the event didn't start. They didn't start letting people in until 6:30 a.m. and it's 5 p.m. and these college students are just standing around waiting to get in, and it was so insane. We walked out, and just IU. Those kids are electric, and I mean, it's crazy how much a football team can turn school spirit up, and
Mhm.
I loved seeing it so much. It was so great. The culture there is just so amazing, and I sent in my application to IU, still waiting to hear back. Hope that I get in there. It's a dream school for me, and it would be an honor to go there, especially with the football team turning around. And I mean, like I said, Coach Sig has just done amazing things, and there are so many people that told me this past weekend, when I had my media pass, how little of a number of people get to go in the IU press box and get the experience that I got, and to not even be a student there yet and get that recognition for the work that I've done is I'll forever be grateful for the opportunity that they gave me this weekend. And I was just super excited to see that game, and the game did not disappoint.
Oh,
IU
it
showed
didn't.
out, and like every week. So I mean, give us Ohio State, baby. I'm ready.
That if they can pull off the upset against, I don't even know if it's an upset anymore. They do it against Ohio State. Does Coach Sig go in the Hall of Fame for one of the greatest college coaches ever? I mean, he did this with JMU. He brought that. I mean, JMU. I live literally 10 minutes from the campus, and he changed. Like JMU's always been good, but like he brought them to a different like stratosphere. Just a little bit that he was here, and like he's a coach that talks his ish, and then his team backs it up, and you can tell his guys want to play for him. I love that about him, dude. It is a huge blessing that you were able to go on to such a legendary campus like Indiana University, go in their press box at the ripe age of 17. It's a testament to you, brother, and how well you've been working and all the hard work you've been putting in since like what you were 9,
7.
7. Yeah,
That's so insane.
it is kind of insane. I think that's crazy, but yeah, it was awesome. I was so jealous when I saw the photos that you were taking. I was just looking at pictures of the campus itself because I was trying to make the graphic for you to celebrate you going down there, and it's like, oh my gosh, like their quad and everything was beautiful. I was like, holy, that is a great looking campus. So it was
Yeah.
really cool. I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad they pulled out the win, and hey, prayers up and good luck to hopefully getting accepted in.
Yeah, those dorms too, I'll tell you, man. They are secure, and they're nice. They're super nice, and the experience that I had was just so great. And it definitely feels like home in Bloomington, so I hope to make it my home for the next 4 years when I graduate in the spring. But I'm super excited because if you guys get a chance, go on Google and search up IU Media School. I mean, their media school is just so insane, and it's something that I would love to attend. I know a lot of people don't know this, but Joe Buck actually attended Indiana University. So,
He's one of the greatest of all time.
gotta follow in his footsteps. Also, Mark Cuban. went to
Oh,
Indiana University. So great guy, great. Just a handful of names that have went to IU and came out successful. I mean, why wouldn't you want to go to IU? So I'm super excited. I do want to transfer going into these the games this week. I know we got an exciting football weekend ahead of us going to Philly. Super excited. I mean,
I can't
it's
wait
gonna
for
be electric, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
We got Kelly Green, which is awesome. I actually bought a whole outfit just for this occasion. I've
Wait
never
till you
worn
guys
Jordans in
see
my
it.
life, and I got a pair of Jordans for the first time ever.
I
We got Doug Peterson returning to Phillies. What is this? His first time since winning the Super Bowl?
think so.
And then we also got LaShawn McCoy being entered into the team's Hall of Fame at halftime. How this got flexed out of the Sunday night game to watch the Boo Boo Colts? I'm sorry, Indiana.
The Joe Flacco Colts now.
Yeah, the Joe Flacco Colts. We'll get into that. I don't know how they decided to flex that for the game they chose, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, let's talk about Joe Flacco right now. I mean, Joe Flacco getting put in for AR today. We're recording this on what day is it? Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, AR tapping out of the game. Sources have told me that that's not the reason why he's being benched, but I
Is he
mean,
injured again? I'm curious.
I don't I honestly I couldn't tell you, but I mean, I don't see how tapping out of a game isn't a way for you to just get it locked in that you're not going to be the starting quarterback. I mean,
Yeah, I don't.
giving up on your team, it's not a good look. And I mean, him acting like he didn't know that he couldn't do that.
Yeah,
Honestly, if he would have said, you know, he re-aggravated his injury, then fans wouldn't have been as mad at him. But him saying that he just got tired, oh man.
yeah. Let's have some awareness here, bud. Like you're a QB. You don't think your linemen are tired from getting their skulls hit every play? You
Yeah.
don't think Jonathan Taylor getting hit by 300-pound linemen every other play, having to pass block these guys, isn't tired? Like, lie. Just say you got the wind knocked out of you or something. But Madden, if you watch that, you gotta lower the dude's awareness by like 30 points. That's bad. But
I
yeah,
mean, yeah.
you want to talk about that Colts game since we brought it up? They are playing. Where is it? They are playing the Vikings, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be tough letting
Vikings having an electric year too. So,
they are, and they actually just traded for the tackle, I believe, from the Jaguars as we started
yeah.
recording this to replace Christian Darrisaw. So they made a move. I don't know. Joe Flacco, I think, is going to make that offense a lot more competent. It's going to help my Josh Down fantasy stock. I'm excited for that. But I don't see how the Colts have enough firepower to deal with the Vikings right now. That Vikings defense, Brian Flores has that team. It's one of the most impressive defenses in the league, if you ask me.
I'll take the Vikings winning that one. The Vikings, like I said, have just been so electric, and I think Joe Flacco is definitely the better option than AR right now for the Colts. But I also don't think that everything's going to be smoothed out this week. And honestly, I don't know if Joe Flacco is going to be starting for this week and next week, or this week, next week, and the week after, or just this week. It's really insane to me to keep switching out quarterbacks. I mean, you're at the point where you either just rock it out with AR and see what happens, or you put in Joe Flacco and try to make a playoff run. And I mean, I hope that's what the Colts are doing, and they're not gonna, you know, let Joe Flacco get to the point where they're going to the playoffs and then hand the reins back to AR. I mean, I'd just let Joe Flacco rock this one out.
It's very weird. I'll be honest. I don't know what the Colts fans' pulse is on this. I think Ballard's got to go. It's just, I think he's one of the most overrated GMs in the league. He has cap money. He's seen that the offense has never really had weapons other than like Michael Pittman. Josh Downs is probably going to pan out. But oh man, this is bad. What did they pick him at the fifth spot in the draft when they drafted him?
Yeah,
Th- This is horrible. Like I know Anthony Richardson was a very raw prospect, but his accuracy numbers, they're like worse than what Josh Allen was when he was a rookie. He's so hard to watch play football.
yeah.
Yeah. So what do you got for the score? I think I'm gonna go. I'll go Vikings 27, Colts 17.
Yeah, I'll go 27-24 Vikings.
Okay, you got it relatively close then, huh?
Yeah,
Okay, that'd be a good game. So, starting our week 9 slate. Can you believe we're in week 9 already? This is crazy, dude.
insane.
So this one could potentially be a very big stinker. We got Texans Jets. Texans have lost all their weapons besides Tank Dell. Stephon Diggs out for the season. It really sucks. That team was so fun to watch, very explosive. But the Jets are talk about dumpster fires. Woo, baby. They went all in when they got Rodgers, and now they are looking like they should be all out.
Yeah. I think that the Texans still find a way to win this one, to be honest with you. CJ Stroud is just so electric and I think he can make anyone around him great. So I got the Texans winning this one. I'll say 31-20.
Okay. I think I'm going to go with the Jets just because their back is up in swell. If they lose this, their season is inevitably over. I'm expecting guys like Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, Big Q on the defense to really step up their game this week. Sauce should be able to handle whoever's going to be on the outside. So I'm going to go Jets. I'm just going to say this is going to be, I'll go, I don't know if it's going to be very high scoring. I'll go 17-14 Jets. Next, we got the Saints at Panthers. Panthers just traded Deontay Johnson to the Ravens, which was very shocking. I did not have that on my bingo card.
I'll let me hear your thoughts on this one before I make a pick.
So, I think Bryce Young is going to start the rest of the year from what indications were with the team. I don't think Bryce Young's very good. I don't think the Panthers are the right team for Bryce Young. They just lost their number one weapon. Legette's had a decent rookie season. Adam Thielen could potentially be back. I don't know. Dude, I don't even know. This is a game I don't plan on watching whatsoever. Would it shock you if it was like 7-9 or something crazy like that?
Yeah, honestly, no. Honestly, I would not be
I'm
shocked.
gonna go Saints barely. I don't even know.
Yeah, I'll take the Saints too. I'll do like field goal game 9 to honestly, it's gonna be something weird. I'm gonna say there's like a safety in there or something. I'm
Nine
gonna
to
say
five.
yeah, like
Oh,
9 to 5, something like that. That would be insane.
that would be so disgusting. Ugh. Yeah, let's move on to our next game. That's so fun to talk about. We have a NFC East rivalry. We got Commanders versus the Giants. We need the Giants to pull one out. We need the Commanders to slip somewhere
Yeah.
so we try to get back in first place.
Yeah, I mean, go Giants for this one. But I think the Commanders, this is an easy one for them. Obviously it's a little harder when it's a division game, but I think the Commanders will get this one, especially with Jaden Daniels being back and being so great.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be low scoring. We always think some of these NFC East games are going to be like high scoring fun, and it's like
Yeah,
these division
never.
games are always slugfest. They always
Always.
low scoring defensive games, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 14-10 Commanders.
I'll go 17-13
Okay,
Commanders.
we're not too far off. And then we got a AFC rivalry game. This one should be good now that two is back. We got Dolphins and Bills.
I'll take the Bills for this one. The Bills are just electric, but I think this will be such a great game. Honestly, I think it's gonna be such a close game. I'm gonna say 24-21. It's gonna be something insane.
Yeah, I think it's going to be close. I think they might score a little bit higher. I know both defenses are playing well. I'm going to go 30-24 Bills. I think James Cook has another stellar week. Amari Cooper is going to be integrated a little bit more into this Bills offense. Keon Coleman, too, since Amari Cooper's come over, has really started to shine because he's not getting all the attention on him. So I think Josh Allen, I think he's going to dot up the Dolphins defense. If I'm not mistaken, I think Josh Allen technically or not technically is the right word. I think he usually kind of dices up the Dolphins when he plays them, like
Yeah,
really throwing over 300 yards. So I think he's gonna have himself a game. Do got the Bills winning. Our next one is Chargers and the revitalized Cleveland Browns.
yeah. I mean, the Browns look different. The Browns look fun again. I'll take the Browns in this one, to be honest with you. I think they're gonna come off last week's heater and put up some numbers. I think it's gonna be an insane game for the Browns. I'm thinking like 35 to 28, something like that. So
That'd be
I
a very fun game.
it'll be a heater.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna ride the Browns wave too right now. Nick Chubb coming back, I think, gave them a spark within the team. Famous Jameis with some of the greatest speeches you ever see whenever he gets interviewed. He, they look good, man. They look different. Jim Schwartz got a good defense. I think they have a little bit more firepower than the Chargers do on offense. I'm going to go Browns. I'm going to go 30-27, though. I think it's going to be a close game.
All right.
Next, we have Patriots and Titans. Patriots have pulled off some upset wins this year.
Yeah, I'll take the Patriots in this one. Um, yeah, this one's gonna be a stinker though. I think it's gonna be
Hmm.
like 13 to 16.
Yeah, I could definitely see a low scoring game. I think I'm just going to go with the Titans. I just think their defense is a little bit better than what the Patriots are. I don't know who's playing. I don't know if it's going to be Drake May or Jacoby Brissett. I don't know who's playing QB for the Titans this week. Is it going to be Mason Rudolph or the turnover machine? I think I'm just going to lean Titans because it is a Titans home game. I got 13-10 Titans, another low scoring game.
Yep.
Next, we have Cowboys Falcons. This could be a potential another blowout.
Yep, I'll take the Falcons by a million in this one. As Pat McAfee would say, Falcons by a million. So I'll take the Falcons. Honestly, I'll take them 40 to like 3. Like it's gonna be so bad. It's always so bad.
Yeah, it's that Cowboys. They don't have a run defense. This could be one of like Bijan's breakout games where he just tears it up. Don't know who they're gonna have to cover Drake London. I mean, Diggs is really good, but Drake London, he's a big receiver, and Kirk and him just they got the connection going right now. Too much firepower on Falcons offense. There's literally nothing but CeeDee Lamb on Dallas offense. I'm gonna go. I'll probably go. Let's go 37-10 Falcons, and then can't wait to see the media frenzy that happens and all the finger pointing that starts happening in the Dallas locker room.
Yeah, and yet no one will get fired.
No, hey, more power to us. All right, next we got the Raiders at Bengals. The Bengals might be really close to throwing in the towel this year. I mean,
Yeah.
the season has not gone the way they expect. I do expect them to beat the Raiders, though. Raiders don't have much going for them,
Boudet. Yeah,
right?
I'll take the Bengals in this one, but I think it'll be a slugfest. I think it'll be like 13 to 9.
Really, you think it'll be that low scoring?
I think it'll be bad.
I don't. I think this might be the one week where the Bengals offense just unloads after just getting embarrassed at home last week. I could see I'm gonna go like 35-17 or something like that.
Yeah.
Gonna get their false hopes up, and in reality, though, like the rest of the season, the Bengals, I don't think are really gonna do much. This next one, this could be a surprise good game. We got Broncos Ravens. Your dude Bo Nix, fantasy wise, been lighting it up. Sat on my
Yeah.
bench with 36 points last week. Killed me.
The Ravens just don't look like the Ravens this year to me. It's crazy to say, because Lamar is always in talks for MVP, but the Ravens just don't look the same. I'm gonna take it's hard to bet against the Ravens though. Derrick
Derrick
Henry.
Henry, like I said, dude's an alien. You can't stop that. But
You
the
know what?
Ravens secondary
They don't
last
look like the Ravens, but I think they'll have a Raven game. Coming off of a tough game. So I think the Ravens will win this one. They'll squeak it out. I think it'll be like a 28 to like 27 game.
Okay. I got something similar. I do think the Ravens are going to pull it out. I think they were embarrassed by losing to Cleveland last week. I think they're going to be looking for, vengeance this game. I got them winning I think 21-17. I think PS2 is going to lock up whatever receiver he's on cuz the Ravens don't have a I mean, Zay Flowers is really good, but if you look at the numbers of who Pat Surtain has locked up this year, it's very impressive. But
We,
I don't think the Broncos will be able to stop Derrick Henry. So
I agree.
you could potentially have one of those Derrick Henry 200 plus all-purpose yard games, couple touchdowns. I could definitely see the Ravens winning this. The next game, this one could potentially be our game of the week. We got Bears and Cardinals. This could be
Oof.
a game.
Kyler getting chirped at lately, saying you're better at Call of Duty than you are at football, and him answering back with "You're too old for that." So honestly, I'll take the Cardinals in this one. I think it's gonna be a crazy game, though. I think it'll be like 35-28. It's gonna be insane.
I think this is going to be a high scoring game too. The Bears do have a decent defense. I still think it's going to be very high scoring. I know everybody makes fun of Kyler where Call of Duty comes out because as soon as he announced that like partnership and he commercial, it's like the following game he played like trash.
Yeah.
And hey, I've been stuck on the COD grind too. Black Ops 6 is pretty fun, people. It's home for the Cardinals. I think I'm going to pick the Cardinals. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to say this one gets very high scoring, actually. I'm going to go Cardinals 42, Bears 33. The one we're going to. Helly Green. LaShawn
Yes,
McCoy.
sir. Yes,
He's
sir.
going to be in attendance. Doug Peterson's return game. Jaguars at Eagles. What you got?
I think Duval. Psych! I'm taking the Birds in this one, baby. I'm saying the Eagles are winning this one by a million. You can't lose in the Kelly Green jerseys. You can't do it. And I'm back in town for the first time in years. We're making it happen. Let's go. I think realistically the Eagles they have to win this one like 50 to like
50 burger?
14. Like
I'm like, no, right now they put up 50 and I'm at that game. I'm streaking. I'm getting kicked out of it.
Yo.
No, I'm not showing all that people that. So my only fans. No, I'm just kidding. No, I do agree with you. No Christian Kirk potentially for Brian Thomas. What's his name? Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah.
He's hurt. I don't know if he's playing. They really don't have any other weapons going on. Tanks Bigsby's very good, but like I said earlier, Vic Fangio's got the defense humming. The momentum we have built the last few weeks, Jalen looking like his old 2022 self. Saquon just being everything we hoped for and more. Kellen Moore getting to implement his style offense. I think Nick really took a look in the mirror and is like, I need to scale it back and let Kellen do his thing. I trust him. Jalen, I've been complaining about this for years. Jalen's throwing over the middle, people. We're hitting the middle of the field. It's game on. I can't wait, dude. I'm excited. They've looked so good. And for me to say, like, I really don't have any complaints about a game, that's very rare. I'm as excited as I've been probably in the last 2 seasons watching this team. This is my first time back to the link since Deshaun Jackson's homecoming game with Carson when we hit him for those 2 deep bombs. I can't wait. I can't wait to see everybody in Kelly Green. Can't wait to go tailgate and hang out with all the Birds fans. It's going to be electric.
And you know what? It cannot be worse than that Tampa game. At least
is right.
At least we have that to look forward to. Going against another Florida team, this time we just gotta do it better. So, and this time not dealing with the Florida Heat is gonna be so amazing.
Bold take.
Can't wait.
This is the first game where we scored a touchdown on our first drive. It finally happened.
All right. First quarter touchdown, bold take. I mean, if you're betting, bet on Dakota's takes here.
The juice is flowing, baby.
I like it.
I'll probably have some more crazier takes if we live stream at the tailgates once I start running some brews. So
we'll take some shots of Dakota shotgunning some beers. So
yeah, and then I'm gonna miss the game because I'll be passed out in a bush somewhere. All right, next we got Rams and Seahawks. This could potentially be a really good rivalry game. Geno Smith has really cooled off, and that offense hasn't looked great these last few weeks, though.
Yeah. Honestly, Geno has not looked the same. And it's crazy because we were just talking about Geno Smith up for the MVP. Geno has been so electric this entire season, and like you said, he's just absolutely cooled off. So I think, honestly, I think the Rams will get this one. I think it'll be something like 21-14, though. I think it'll be pretty low scoring.
Yeah, I mean, Seattle still got a great young defense. Their D line is very good. Devin Witherspoon's one of my favorite corners in the league. Being a Illini fan, like I knew he would be pretty good in the league. But you know what's I find really weird? Ever since like the Seahawks coach really started wanting to make Walker, the running back, like the main focal point on the offense, like they seem very out of whack. It almost seems like they're just trying to force feed him as opposed to like the first couple of the games a year, they were spreading it around. Charbonnet was getting a mix of passes in, and they were just it was distributed more evenly, and I felt like they were more unpredictable. So it's kind of interesting. We'll see if they go back. But Puka and Cooper coming back.
Yep.
Stafford looked good their last game. They got the troops back. Kyron Williams is really good. I do have the Rams. I got the Rams winning. I think it's going to be like 24-21. I think it'll be close.
Yeah.
Next, we got Lions and Packers. This could be a very good game if Jordan Loves plays. Don't know if it'll be very good if Malik Willis plays, even though he has looked good.
I'll take the Packers in this one, honestly.
Really,
I'll take the upset. So I'll take the Packers winning this one. It'll be something close, like 31-28, something like that. It's gonna be super difficult, but I got the Packers winning this one.
I think I'm going to go with Lions just because I think Jared Goff right now, the way he's playing, I think you have to put him in MVP conversation.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell is just, he's got those boys playing so well.
The
Even
way that Jared Goff went from Jared Goof to Jared Goff is just insane.
just goes to show, hey, sometimes a change of scenery is all you need.
Yep.
But I mean, that offense is explosive. The Packers offense, even with Love in there the last few weeks, it hasn't been full cylinders firing as it was a little bit earlier. I don't know. I think I'm going to go Lions just because of how well they've been playing, even without Hutchinson there. I think they're going to be playing, with their hearts and their emotions on their sleeve for him. Want to, do the best they can. They're Super Bowl favorites right now. I'm going to go Lions. I think I'll go 34-31 Lions. I think they went on a last second field goal. And then our Monday night game is Buccaneers and Chiefs.
Oh, this game is gonna be so good.
This should have
Honestly,
been so much better, but Tampa Bay losing all their weapons just it sucks.
but you know what? I think Upper Decky Baker Mayfield with the Zins gets it done. And I think he gives the Chiefs their first L on a silver platter. And I
Okay,
think he tells Travis Kelsey to go home. And
okay.
he tells Taylor Swift to go home. So honestly, I think it'll be a crazy game. But I think Baker Mayfield gets this one done. I'm telling you guys.
He
Telling you.
he is the definition of resilient. He looked good last week, even when they didn't have all their weapons. Him and Kate Otten, they looked great. They have a connection. For the Bucks, people always saying like, dude, our running game is really bad. Like now they got three running backs that are running well. They're catching out of the backfield well.
Yeah.
So I think it could be close, but I think I'm just gonna go Chiefs. I think D Hop gets a little bit more acclimated with Mahomes. Mahomes gets that weapon he's been looking for. Him and Kelsey, I think, gonna continue to do their thing. Tell you what, Kareem Hunt looks like the Kareem Hunt that was first drafted by the Chiefs. He's one of the few running backs in the league right now that's getting 20 plus touches weekly, and dude just was a free agent like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He's looked good. So I'm going to continue Chiefs. It's at Arrowhead, one of the toughest places in the NFL to play, if not the toughest place. So I'm going to go Chiefs. I do think it'll be close, though. I'm going to go Chiefs 27-21.
All right.
So that is our slate of week 9 games.
Yeah. I think it's just a crazy football filled weekend that we have ahead of ourselves. I also think that us coming to you guys live from the link is gonna be electric. Um we'll be taking some pictures too and content in the notorious Mitchell and Ness store in Philly. I cannot wait to finally visit that store. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And obviously traveling with Philly Sports Trips, super excited to connect with everyone from there and just be back home. Let's just go back to the link. We're back home. Let's get a dub, and then we'll turn up in Philly. So I'm super excited. I know you are too.
I can't wait. We got to watch that stain from the Tampa Bay game away. This has got to be the
Yep.
one. I mean,
Yeah.
Kelly Green game, what better way to come back to Philly and then be in one of the most legendary uniform colors ways there is?
And
So
you know what? I just have a feeling that this season is going to be so remarkable that we're going to look back and we're going to be like, you know what? That Tampa Bay game honestly wasn't that bad because we turned it around. And I think it's going to be one of those moments where yeah, we saw an awful game, but we also saw this team developing at that point, and then we come into the link and we just watched this amazing game. So I'm super excited. I got good feelings and good vibes going into this one. And we will see you guys in Philly.
that's right. Go Birds.
Go Birds!